Hex is another digital currency that vows to upset the manner in which we contemplate cash. Dissimilar to customary government-issued types of money constrained by national banks, Hex is decentralized, implying that it isn't dependent upon the impulses of legislatures or monetary establishments. For instance, Hex cases that clients will actually want to acquire up to 10% interest on their possessions. Additionally, Hex still up in the air to offer low charges and quick exchange times. Hence, Hex could turn into a substantially more appealing choice for those hoping to put resources into cryptographic money. To wrap things up, Hex has a reference program that permits clients to procure extra pay by alluding others to the stage. What's truly going on with Hex? Sent off in December 2019 by Richard Hart, Hex is a crypto project that expects to make a more proficient and straightforward digital currency. The venture depends on blockchain innovation, which empowers secure, sealed exchanges. Hex likewise looks to enhance existing cryptographic forms of money by executing various new highlights, like moment exchanges and an easy-to-use interface. Likewise, Hex offers its clients various prizes and impetuses for holding and utilizing the money. The group behind Hex accepts that their undertaking can possibly reform the digital currency industry. Hex is an ERC20 token. It runs on the Ethereum blockchain. Hex stores are locked for a set time frame, during which they build interest. At the point when the term of the store lapses, the assets, including the interest, can be removed. Hex is intended to offer a preferred profit from speculation over customary financial items, and it has been embraced by some high-profile figures in the digital money local area. Be that as it may, Hex is as yet a generally new undertaking, and it is not yet clear whether following through on its promises will be capable. One eminent element of Hex is its graph of future locked supply. This diagram shows how the stockpile of Hex will diminish over the long haul as additional tokens are secured in the Hex framework. This assists with guaranteeing that Hex will hold its worth and that financial backers will actually want to benefit from its appreciation. With regards to speculations, there are different choices to browse. Certain individuals like to put resources into stocks or common assets, while others choose more speculative ventures like cryptographic money. Hex is another digital money that has been standing out enough to be noticed of late. Certain individuals accept that it can possibly turn into the following Bitcoin, while others have glaring misgivings about its drawn-out possibilities. All in all, is Hex a wise speculation? The reality of the situation will come out at some point. Notwithstanding, there are interesting points prior to putting resources into any digital currency. In the first place, cryptographic money is an exceptionally unstable resource class, so financial backers ought to be ready for huge cost swings. Second, since crypto resources are not directed by any focal power, there is a higher gamble of extortion or robbery. At long last, as most digital forms of money have no inherent worth, their costs depend exclusively on theory. In view of these dangers, financial backers ought to painstakingly gauge the upsides and downsides of putting resources into Hex prior to pursuing any choices. Will Hexcoin Hex reach $1? At this point, the cost of Hex is still generally low, and there is hypothesis that it could reach $1 sooner rather than later. There are a few factors that could add to this cost increment. In the first place, Hex is supported by a group of experienced engineers who have a history of fruitful tasks. Second, the Hex crypto has a restricted inventory, which could prompt rising interest as additional individuals find out about the money. At long last, Hex tokens definitely stand out from a few tremendous crypto stages. Hex was recorded on pulsex in November 2021 and was added to the Coinbase wallet in December of that very year. This expanding openness could bring about additional individuals purchasing and holding the Hex crypto, driving up the cost. Hex Value Expectation 2022. As per the specialized examination of Hex costs expected in 2022, the base expense of Hex will be $0.036. The greatest level that the Hex cost can reach is 4 cents. The typical exchanging cost is normal around $0.037. Hex value estimate for September 2022. In light of the value changes of Hex toward the start of 2022, crypto specialists expect the typical Hex pace of $0.034 in September 2022. Its base and greatest costs can be anticipated at $0.031 and at $0.035, individually. October 2022, Hex Value Conjecture. Digital money specialists are prepared to declare their conjecture at the Hex cost in October 2022. The base exchanging cost may be $0.033, while the greatest could reach $0.037 during this month. Overall, it is normal that the worth of Hex may be around $0.035. Hex value estimate for November 2022. Crypto examiners have actually looked at the value changes of Hex in 2022 and in earlier years, so the normal Hex rate they anticipate may be around $0.036 in November 2022. It can drop to $0.035 as a base. The most extreme worth may be $0.039. December 2022, Hex Value Conjecture. Around mid-year 2022, the Hex cost will be exchanged at $0.037 by and large. December 2022 could likewise observe an expansion in the Hex worth to 4 cents. It is accepted that the cost won't drop lower than $0.036 in December 2022. Hex Value Forecast 2023. After the examination of the costs of Hex in earlier years, it is expected that in 2023, the base cost of Hex will be around $0.05299. The greatest expected Hex cost might be around $0.06299. By and large, the exchanging cost may be $0.05499 in 2023. Hex Value Forecast 2024. In view of the specialized examination by digital currency specialists in regards to the costs of Hex, in 2024, Hex is supposed to have the accompanying least and most extreme costs, about $0.07899 and $0.09399, separately. The typical expected exchanging cost is $0.08199. Hex Value Expectation 2025. The specialists in the field of digital money have examined the costs of Hex and their variances during the earlier years. It is accepted that in 2025, the base Hex cost could drop to $0.11999, while its most extreme can reach $0.13999. Overall, the exchanging cost will be around $0.12999. Hex Value